What's up? So this past weekend I went to PlayStation Experience 2015 at the Moscone West Center in San Francisco. It was an awesome time and I want to do a little recap of my experience there. So you might be watching this video because you might be interested in going to PSX, and if that's the case, I'd say hell yeah, you should definitely go. I went for both days because I got the early bird special, which was $60 for both days, which was a really good deal in my opinion. Although I do think you can get everything done in just one day. After the keynote speech that morning on the first day, you basically have 10 hours to go explore everything on all the floors, all the games, play everything you need to. So if you plan out your day carefully and you are not necessarily interested in playing every single game, then I definitely think you can get everything done in one day. So day one, I definitely believe that day was much busier than it was on Sunday, mainly because of the keynote speech that was happening that morning. That's probably like the most important part of this whole convention anyways. So that was taking place on 10 a.m. on Saturday, and the doors were supposed to open at 8 a.m. So I figured I would get there at 8 a.m. like exactly, because I'm not a morning person. I certainly wasn't gonna wake up at like 5 a.m. When I got there, holy shit, was there a line. It was wrapping around the block of the center. I felt like in the end it didn't really matter anyways because the line was moving really quickly, and I think I managed to get inside the center at like 8:30-ish. So yeah, it was really good. I guess it helped that I got my badge the day before the event started, so that's my advice to you. If you can get your badge earlier than the event, then definitely do it as early as possible. So after going through security, everyone was heading inside to the stage where the keynote speech was happening, and that place was huge. Obviously, they were expecting thousands of people. So even though I got there kind of late, I still managed to get a pretty good seat that was kind of close to the front. I could see all the action happening. It seems like people have mixed feelings about how it went, and you know, I agree. I was kind of underwhelmed by everything they showed. I thought that they would talk more about like major titles like God of War or Crash Bandicoot. They seem to focus a lot more on their indie titles, which is certainly not a bad thing in my opinion, because I really do genuinely enjoy playing indie games, and I think that PlayStation has always been such a great platform for indie developers to showcase their stuff, and there's a lot of good indie games on PlayStation. I was, however, extremely happy that they showed Final Fantasy VII Remake gameplay footage. Oh my god, that was so surprising to me. That was the one thing like going into the keynote speech that I was like, man, that would be really awesome if they showed it, but I don't think they will, you know? Because I didn't think that they were nearly that far into development, but they did, and that was so awesome, and everyone in the room, I feel like they were very pleasantly surprised. Like watching that in person, my jaw was literally just like, it was just dropped the whole time, and I was so happy. Yeah, that was a highlight of the keynote speech for me, definitely. And other than that, they talked about Call of Duty a lot, which... Oh, Ni no Kuni 2. That was awesome. I felt like they should have ended with that. That probably would have left a better taste in everyone's mouth if they did, but whatever. On one floor there were like more of the major titles, and on the other floor there were more like indie games and like games that were being re-released or already released for the PS4. And there were also merchandise booths like for PlayStation and Bandai and like other developers where you could purchase some cool ass gear. The really big games like Uncharted multiplayer had hella long lines that you need to stand in to go play, and I don't have the patience for that, so I was like, fuck it, I'll just like go do that on the second day because I thought that day would be much less busy. I spent a majority of the first day playing the indie games, which was really fun. There were two games that I played that really stood out to me, and those were Bound and Tearaway Unfolded. On the first day, besides the keynote speech, there were also many different panels that you could attend, such as the VR panel, an Uncharted like actor panel, and PS I Love You XOXO podcast panel. Those are really interesting. I would totally recommend attending at least one if you ever go to PSX. Throughout PSX, there are also a bunch of PlayStation characters walking around. For example, Ratchet. I got a selfie with Ratchet when I was out in line, and I also got a selfie with Sackboy. So cute. And I also saw Fat Princess, Nathan Drake, Sly Cooper. At one point, all the characters were lined up in front of the wall that everyone was able to sign. By some stroke of luck, I was able to get in the group picture with all the fans. I don't know where that is, but I'll try to find it and put it here. On the second day, I had signed up for one of the VR demos, and I was real hyped for that. I have never tried any kind of virtual reality kind of thing, so that was a really exciting thing that I was anticipating. So there were a lot of different games to play, such as Job Simulator, where you like fuck around in your office job or your fast food job, and also a game called London Heist, which is a really cool VR shooter. It looked really cool. I didn't get to play it. The game that I played was called Headmaster, where you headbutt soccer balls into a goal and hitting other targets and such. That was a lot of fun. I definitely love to experience more VR stuff in the future, and I definitely think that's going to be possible because VR is clearly becoming more mainstream and like available to everyone. The second day also had the Capcom Cup, where 32 players from around the world compete in Street Fighter 4 to take the Capcom Cup. I'm personally not into fighting games because I just suck at them. Like, I'm just button mashing like an idiot the whole time. But I feel like Street Fighter is just the perfect esport game to spectate because the rounds happen very quickly. You know, it's all over in 100 seconds, so there's always action going on, and a lot of crazy surprises can happen within that small span of time. So it's really fun to watch all these like very skilled and talented players go against each other. Finally, one of the best things about going to these kind of conventions is the free stuff you get, right? So I want to show you some of the stuff I got. Okay, let me just start out with this beanie. It has the original PlayStation logo on it, and it also has the, where is it? It also has the 4 buttons on the side. I see this beanie going for as high as like 30 bucks on eBay. Can you believe that shit? I got this shit for free. I got this beanie when I picked up my badge, and it came in this awesome reusable tote bag. It looks exactly like the PSN store bag, so that's really cute. In that bag, there was also this shirt. It's just PlayStation Experience 2015. Has the characters. And then on the back, let's see if I can do this. Let's see if I can do this. It says, "I was there." Can you see that? The badge, of course. The badge came with this really cool lanyard. Let's see if you can see that. It's 20th anniversary PlayStation, and it also has the 4 buttons on it. I also saw this on eBay. I think it was going for like 15 bucks. As much as I would like to make a quick buck out of this awesome merchandise, you know, I like to keep stuff. I'm a hoarder. I'm gonna cherish this stuff forever. The swag bag also had this guidebook in it. It has like interviews and like information about the games that were at PSX. One of the big things about PSX that they were advertising were like these collectible cards that you could collect from playing games and like checking in at different areas at the event. I did not collect many of them because I'm just not into collecting cards. That's just never been my thing. But let me just show you one. Okay, so this is one that I'm assuming everyone got because they were giving it out at the keynote speech, and it's just really cool. It has 4 buttons. These cards are really nice. They're like hollow at the title. And while I was at PSX, I managed to collect some stuff from developers as well. For example, I got this beanie, another beanie from San Diego Studio. They were literally just like passing it out from the boxes, like standing right next to me. So I grabbed one. I got this poster of Abzu, and I also got Lego Dimensions. And then my personal favorite thing that I got at PSX is this. Let's see if I can put it on. This is a Fat Princess Warrior helmet, and it was given out at the Fat Princess Adventures booth. So that's all I have to say about PSX 2015. Again, it was a really good time, and I guess I'll leave you with some words of advice. If you want to go, you should go. You'll probably enjoy yourself. It's worth the money. I mean, if you have 60 bucks to drop on a new video game, you can spend 60 bucks to go to this event and play a bunch of different video games, you know what I mean? Go talk to people, meet people, talk to the developers, you know, if you really like their game, like, go tell them. They probably really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you go to PSX